After you calculate the sizes as seen from here, this is a straight balcony, so you write the outer dimension here. Because this is a straight, there is no end angle, there are two side profiles. You divide 2369 by 4, which is around 60s. You write the height, and then the other page, you see the sizes for each profile. So you need to cut 2349 the rail profile. So let's first of all do that. These are our rail profiles with the water drainage profile. This one is used on bottom and this one is used on top. So now we're going to place this to the machine. Regarding to the size here, we're going to cut it 2349, this profile over here. So now we write the sizes. Now it's the size for the top one. We use the same size. We use the same height, same size for it. So, as like it is written, the size is like this. Now the term for side profile, as it is seen the drawing here, this is the side profile and this is the dimension that we have to cut. We need to have two pieces. So let's have the side profile and cut that one. This is our side profile. As you see, we have two. And the term for the second one. Now the panel profiles will be cut. These are the sizes as the program gives us. This system has four panels, and it actually gives you where to use which cap set as well. So we're going to have one 545, 561 and 545 again. So let's cut them. Now we get the profile. We place it. So regarding the sizes, all these profiles are actually ready. Let's measure and see their sizes. So this one is 545 as seen here, and we need like two 561, so it is 561. Now all the profiles are ready. It's time to begin the production. The program gives the sizes for glass. These are the glass sizes. In order to be on the safe side, regarding the width of the glass that it is given, we reduce 1 millimeters less than it is written in the program. So this glass that we have right now here is actually will be 579 as a width. So now let's check it, that this glass is actually 579, and from the width, the height, is exactly the same. So now our glasses are ready. And we will begin the production right away. So now let's begin placing the plastics to the panel profiles. As the first one starts, this one will be on the left. This system is left opening. We just get the profiles, and start placing them one by one. Now the plastic caps, there are mainly 4 caps used. Because this system is left opening, this one, this outside part, this curved side, will be always looking at us. So let's place them. And show them. You take this profile, you put it there, and then you start placing it. This flat side, where the side profile will come, will look inside, and this plastic, where it will touch to the other panel, this round side will again look inside. And this is how actually it is placed for the bottom. I repeat, this system will be left opening. Now for the top. This one is used on here, and this one placed like this. So again, the important part, this flat side will be looking inside, and this one, because it's a left opening, will move that way, so this way you place it. After you place all the profiles regarding to their position, and now as an example, you take the panel profile. As you see here, because this one ends with the right end here, this one will look like this. So when you place it, and put it in the system, as you see, they fit in perfect. But let's finish the placing the accessorizes to right places first. These are the accessorizes that are used in hinge panel. We will place this one to the rail on bottom, this plastic on the top. Use this short pin one on the bottom. Use this long pin one on the top. This is the plastic, the cover where you used outside of the exit point on the bottom. This is the plastic for top. This is the guidance plastic for top. And these are the locks and lock pieces that is used for the hinge panel with the screws there. As you see, the hinge panel do not have any rollers. The sliding panels have the rollers used. This one is used where you want to open the system on which way to. If you make a system on the left opening, these ones will be on the left side because they will move and will be locked with this piece. And these rollers, without this metal, extra metal here compared to this one as seen, this one will be on the right of the panel and will not do any locking, will just come out. So let's place these. That all these pieces without any extra metal will be on the right side of each system. So it will be this one with the extra metal on the left, and this one without metal will be on the right. So you place the rollers like this. As said before, the first panel do not have any rollers in it. Now I will place these pins to the hinge panel over there. These ones will be montage during the production. So this one on the bottom and this one on the top. Now we will begin placing the accessorizes into the panels. So these screws will be used for the caps. These longer ones are used for the bigger caps used at the end, and these smaller ones are used for the smaller caps between the panels. These are the sizes of Allen keys we will going to use during the montage of the plastics now, 3 and 5. So let's begin doing it. First, you place the pin, the long one for the up, and you place it exactly at the end. So there is no space left at the end. You unscrew it from the bottom so the roller fits in, and then you screw it again to fix the place from bottom, and as you see, no space on the end. Now the other one is placed. Detail is that for the two-pieced roller, this one, the shorter side will look at the place at the end, will be placed on the end exactly, and because this is a left opening, this one will be on the left. So you fix the roller again, and now we are doing the top part of the system, and this one is placed. This space will be modified during the montage. We just fix it for now.
Onu ayakta sıkıyor.
So you don't screw it too hard, and then you place it. As I repeat, now we are doing the top side of the system. After, we're going to do the bottom side. The top rollers for the system is finished. The locking roller ones are fixed to the end exactly and fixed hard. The moving ones are fixed untidy and not so hard, so they will be moved during the montage. And this is the hinge panel, so no rollers, only the big pin at the end for top. Now we begin the bottom side. This shorter pin is used at the end, exactly fixed. And no other roller here. Now the rollers are placed. As I said, the system is left opening, so this shorter side will be looking on left side. So now all the rollers for bottom and top are placed. Now it is time to put the plastics and fix them. So this one, the big one, will be looking this side, will be looking inside, uses the long screw. The plastic that is going to be used for exit hole is also placed now. Now the small plastic used on the right side for the hinge panel on the bottom is placed, and this is how the system will look. The hinge panel will look like this. Now the first sliding panel. Again, the big one used at the end, flat side will be looking inside, is placed, used with the longer screw. So this is how the plastics are for bottom. For a left side system is placed. Now we do the same for the top profiles, beginning with the big one. So as you see, this is the hinge panel, no rollers. The bigger pin is used on top, and this flat one, because it's left opening, is looking inside, as you see here. And this is the bottom. Let's keep on placing the plastics. So the top plastics are finished as well. Placing the brushes into the panel profiles. As you see, you just place it, make it at the end, and then cut it from the end. Again, until the end, you place it, and then you cut it. Just in order to profiles not to move, you just make some little modification on the panel so the brushes never slide again. So again, for the other one, you get the profile, you place it in until the end, and you cut it, and you do the same from the other side. And then you put the other brush to the side, right until the end. You cut it. This squeezing with the screw is done at this channel where the brush moves. So on this one, this one. So you place it again. Somewhere around middle, you just hit it once. So the profile squeezes the brush and the brush doesn't move again. So you don't need to use any chemicals. So all brush are done in the panel profiles. So now we're going to do the silicone and the glasses into the profiles. Now, using the silicone, let me explain you in the sense that because this system do not have pins, we are going to use silicone a lot. So it will be both sides with silicone. So left and also right at both sides of the profile will be covered with silicone. As you see, both sides are filled with silicone. So this is another difference between Tango and Tiara, that in Tango you use more silicone compared to Tiara. After you finish the silicones, you start placing the panels into the glass. And first of all, you place all the bottom profiles to the glass. When you finish placing them, in order to be sure, you actually measure each panel from top to bottom, from left and right. So as you see, this is actually 130 at the end of the profile. Actually 129 and a half. So for the other half, other side, you move it again and you measure that this is exactly the same. So you do this for all profiles and check it that they're same or not. And then start placing the top profiles for panel, doing the same process.
Su akıyor şöyle. Canım. Yanaş düşüyor.
Now you put all the panels next to each other like this.
Sıra bak varsa. Tamam.
Tamam abi.
Geç.
And check all of them. After you finish placing them, in order to be sure that the system is correctly
Standart görüyoruz, tamam mı?
placed or not, you measure it again. From across, that it is actually correct. And now you start waiting
2000.
for silicone to be dry. Ne kadar bekliyorsun?
Havanın durumuna göre silikon kuruması için.
Regarding the temperature, you start waiting silicone to be dry, and then you keep on.
Akşam ışıkları yapsın, sabah görsün.
So approximately that if you make it around afternoon one day, the other day morning, the silicone gets dry. This is another difference between Tiara and statue, that in Tiara, because you use very less silicone and with pins, after 2 hours you can actually go and do the montage, but in statue you need to wait the silicone to be dry. After finishing the silicone process and waiting for it, you start doing the profiles for rail. This one, this profile with this extra is used on bottom. This extra piece is for water drainage, and this one is used on top. If you want, you can also use this profile on the bottom as well. You have this option to choose that these both can be same, or you can have this one with the water drainage profile already on it. If you want to use this profile on the bottom, this line indicates that this side should be inside, and this one without any line should be on the outside of the system. Now I'm going to explain you how to open the exit hole and calculation of it. First of all, you get the glass size from your calculation again, and you see that it's 580. So you get the meters, you measure 580 from here to here. So it's 580. You place that. After, you get your exit hole plastic, you mark also on top, and you actually measure that, this size from left to right, where it begins from outside the plastic to the outside the plastic is 42 mm. So you reduce 42 mm from your glass size and you mark it also for the top. Afterwards, you measure the height of the plastic, starting from again this outside to the end. So it is 5. And then you measure from the profile bottom, from bottom to the up, again 5 mm, and do the same also from this side to end here. So now actually you have a kind of a line where you need to open the exit hole point. Now we are going to open the hole. Now you take the profile to freezer and place it. Actually, we have the molds, as you see here, for each system and each plastic. But in order to be sure, you again mark it on the profile. You regulate the mold according to it, as you see here, as you see here. Sinan is going to make the regulation now. Let's begin. So in order to check, you see that plastic fits perfectly. Now let's do the bottom rail profile. Sorry, the panel. It's already marked in the mold and already marked on the profile. It fits perfectly again. Now we are going to make the water drainage points for the profile. So you get it and you place it on the system. Whereas, as a reminder, this side will be looking inside. So the water drainage will be all, of course, on the outside. So you actually place it here. Because we have 4 panels, we decided to have 4 points of water drainage, and approximately from the middle of each glass you make 1 point. You mark it here. So we are going to now make 4 points for water to come out. As you see, this one is for water drainage. You just place it, regulate it. So now you have 4 drainage points. After finishing the water drainage holes, we need to make some little bit cutting regarding the exit points. This is the top profile, so this exit plastic has no problem regarding to where it's going to be mounted. But when you make it on the down, as you see, it doesn't actually fit in. So you need to cut this extra profile for water drainage as marked here. So these sizes will be cutted at the freezer. Also, regarding the child lock, which as you see this one, it needs to be placed on top and also on the bottom. On the top there is no profile, there is no problem and profile, but on the bottom there is this water drainage. So you need to cut that piece for the child lock as well. So you're going to make 1, 2, 3 cuts, which actually you're going to cut it from here, so it will be 1 and 2 in total. As a suggestion of Mr. Sinan, cutting these little pieces will take too much time with freezer, so he suggests to use it with hand cutting one. So he's going to use that now. So, as seen, the plastics will be fit perfectly like this. These plastics are for side profile, used at the sides of rail and side. For the top, again, no problem. You just place it and it fits perfectly. For the bottom, when you have this water evacuation one, you have two options. One is to cut this metal approximately 1 centimeter, or cut the plastic around 1 centimeter again and fit it in. Mr. Sinan suggests to cut the plastic one, so now he's going to show you that. Opens this hole, and as you see, it again fits perfectly to the bottom profile. Again, for the left side and right side you do the same. So he's marking and placing the plastic. The plastic for parking the system in Tango in standard can be done 1 hinge and 7 sliding panels. In our system over there we have 1 hinge and 3 sliding panels. Normally you can use all plastic without any problem, but he suggests that because we have 1 hinge and 3 sliding, this extra piece is not going to be used, so it may cause a problem. So rather than having it, he suggests to cut it. So we actually start counting from left as 1 hinge, 1 sliding, 2 sliding, 3 sliding, so 4 in total. So we mark it from here and we are going to cut it now. Now, as you see, this has a little angle for system to be worked easier. And because we cut this now straight, it's going to make some angle. So the plastic will look with one hinge and 3 sliding panels. Now we are doing the same for the top as well. After the modification of the plastic, you now place it. As you see, this channel fits to this hole perfectly. And for the top as well. So this is how the plastics look at the end. The place of them will be decided during the montage.
Selamünaleyküm.
So this is how they look at the end. After finishing montage of the plastics into the rail profiles, then you take the side profiles, which you cut it from the size, from the job order from the program, and then you start placing the gasket into the side profiles. Check exactly where the profile ends. In Tango, side profile has 2 channels for the gasket. So you put 2 side gaskets inside it. And these are the lines for them. And do the same for the other side. So after finishing the production, this is how the system will look. This is the bottom rail profile. This is the top rail profile. This is one side. And this is the other side. When you go to montage place, this is how you actually fit the side profile to the side. So actually the other side will be placed like this. As you see, these are the holes. They fit them here. So you just push it. So at the end, after the dry, the panels will go inside it. That top profile will go up. So you will have the finished balcony glazing.